Hello, hello, and welcome to Voices Radio with me, Milli Rose. For the next hour, you're going to be listening to some live poetry, live music, and I've got two amazing guests with me today who are going to be performing live for you as well. This is also a part of Crossword Radio in collaboration with Crossword Lyric. So I want to introduce Molly and MOBI to the mic.
Hi, it's wonderful to be here.
Yeah, it's great to be here. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you both doing?
Yeah, wonderful. Such a exciting and fantastic chance to be here and share this time with you. So yeah, feeling great.
How are you doing, MOBI?
Surviving and thriving, blessed, never stressed.
Oh, I like that. Very poetic. Molly, I'll start with you. Do you want to introduce yourself a bit about you?
Sure, yeah. Hi, my name's Molly Sapphire. I'm a poet and dance and yoga teacher from North London. Spent a lot of time in the last 3 years not living in London though, out in the Colombian jungle, so it's really wonderful to be back, getting back on the poetry scene, sharing some poems again, teaching dance here in real studios, however much I love teaching it outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, really happy to be back on the scene and sharing poems again.
I know we were actually at the same poetry event last night by
Yes.
chance as well. And MOBI?
I'm MOBI1, it stands for May Our Blessings Inspire One. I'm an artist, I'm from West London. I've lived a lot of places, but I'm back in West London again. So
West London. And I am from King's Cross. We're also joined in the studio with my mum, aka Alicia, aka also I Film Us on Instagram. Follow her up. And also, just a quick plug that she has a film that has been nominated for Smiley Charity. I believe voting has closed. Do check it out. It's called Distraction Pack. It will be under CGL on the Smiley Charity website. Do give it a watch. It has a really important message about how people who are neurodivergent are mistreated or treated differently by authorities and how we want to change that. So, moving on, I want to introduce MOBI to the mic. Can we give him a round of applause, everyone?
thank you. That was very, very clean, by the way, might add. Like, very.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Thank you.
Just off the bat. I don't know, you just hit every note. So
You saw me coughing though, like.
yeah, but like even then, it's just like it just you didn't fumble a single note. It's nuts. It's so
Why
like
did I say
amazing
that?
to
Because
see
then I'm
live.
thank
Because
you.
I've heard the song so many times, but like seeing it live is just a different experience.
Oh, thank
So
you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing your gift with us.
Of course. Can't wait to hear what you're going to bring.
Oh, don't say that.
So, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah.
As much as you want to share.
Okay. Cool.
Whether it be artistic, whether it be something alternative to that,
Okay.
as much as you want to share.
Okay, so I have a world record. Yeah, not many people know it, to be honest. Not many people, it's quite a peculiar one. It's for cleaning trainers. Yeah, see, everybody's impressed till I say what it is, right? I'm a burn survivor. I was in an accident at work 4 years ago, and it left me scarred pretty much quite badly. I had a charity called the Katie Piper Foundation, like seriously helped me out next level, and they're still amazing now. And they basically taught me to creative write, along with my flatmate at the time, who was during furlough and COVID was like learning to be a producer. So he just like come home one day with like this microphone set up and all of these speakers and was like, bro, it's time to go.
And simultaneously, you were doing these workshops,
Well,
these creative
yeah,
writing,
so well, I was just writing so that I could feel better. I wasn't trying to write to say anything. It was
Yeah.
like it wasn't planning to go anywhere, to be honest. And it was just like random empty thoughts at first, and then it kind of turned into poetry a bit, and then he like forced me to just speak on beats with it. So, and that's kind of how I got to music today, really, to be honest with you.
Beautiful progression into music.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd
Yeah.
agree. It's been a very, very enlightening journey.
I
Is
can
probably I
imagine.
would say. So
It sounds very layered.
it is quite layered.
Yeah.
I also have a size 13 shoe. Don't know if that helps.
just to bring it back to the whole kind of like shoe and
I'm really into my shoes. I only really wear one brand. No two ways. They're made by Calix and Rockwell. Calix is a YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
We did some really cool YouTube videos.
I actually don't know too many YouTubers, to be honest, and like any content creators.
I bet you I could say 3 YouTubers right now and you know who they are.
Go on then.
KSI.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Beast.
No.
You've never heard of Mr. Beast.
I've heard of.
Okay, there you
him.
go then.
Yeah, but I don't know. But
You've heard of him then.
You walk past and I wouldn't know. I feel.
Oh no! Not many people know what he looks like, but like you would have heard of Mr. Beast and
I've heard.
Logan Paul.
Yes, I've heard.
Exactly.
I don't know what he looks like.
The name is enough.
Is the name enough?
How many songs do you know that you've never heard? You don't know the artist.
Quite a few. to be fair.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Right,
Exactly.
you
You
got
know the
me.
work, though. You know the work.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I got a world record, but you don't know it's me.
Yeah, that's true, you know.
Exactly.
But you still got the medal.
Yeah, I still got the medal. Yeah.
Is it framed or is it?
No, it's I've got like a little box that I keep all of my old like football medals and stuff in,
nice.
and I just kind of put everything in
And
like a little.
that's made it into.
Yeah, it's like a little memorabilia cabinet. I have like signed stuff from like famous people I met and stuff like that. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Oh,
so
I love that.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I have a question that I wanted to ask about the fact that you mentioned poetry
Uh-oh.
before music.
Yeah.
Not that I'm asking you to do any poetry.
No, go on.
I'm just interested to know how you found what your relationship is with poetry versus, because I know you for music and from what you post and your content and stuff. So knowing that you do poetry, what's your relationship with just poetry without the kind of backing track and the kind of noise behind it?
To be honest with you, it's just very deep stuff, like extremely deep stuff. I just will write whatever comes on my mind about the topics that are in my brain, and I'll just try and articulate it in the best way that I can. I don't really follow any given structure or format, to be honest with you. I just kind of let it flow, and then I figure out how it's supposed to sound after I've written it down, sort of thing. So for me, it's kind of just like a conscious flow of words. I just need to get out whatever's in my mind.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's therapy, my writing. So.
Yeah, massive. Would you say you're more critical or more aware of structure when it comes to writing a song?
It's definitely on my mind whenever I'm writing a song. Like, it's definitely on my mind. But like, I try not to like. So I always stick to like, okay, I'm doing a 16 bar, 24 bar, 8 bar hook. But I've stopped like structuring my lyrics in terms of like A-B rhyme schemes or A-A-B-B. I will just literally go here, there, and then stop, and then I'm here, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of let it flow. I feel like I'm a bit more of a storyteller now, so I kind of just try and emulate whatever I say.
And with that storytelling approach, would you say you have encompassed a bit more like free flow right into that? Or
100%, 100 billion
and
percent.
how have you found that versus being more structured?
It feels more natural, but it's not anywhere near as easy, I would say. It's way, way, way harder to write like that because you're not sure where you're going next, and you just have to kind of make it up as you go. Whereas like, it's almost like freestyling. It's basically like freestyling, but like when you're writing as well. So, and it's a lot hard. Oh my gosh, the hardest thing I think for me is like remembering the flow. So I'll write something and like I'll rap it to myself and I'll get to the studio and I'll get back and I'm like, how on earth was I supposed to say this? Like where? And I put like loads of punctuation. I always put commas, I put semicolons, I put brackets, I put all sorts of stuff. So I know if I put like a hook here or if I put an ad lib here or if a comma normally means a break, 2 commas mean like a longer break. Like, do you know what I mean? So I'll just put loads of little breaks so I know like where my flow stops and starts. But like you read it and it just never is the same as like the way it sounded in your head. Yeah. So now I started voice noting stuff to myself so I can remember how the flows are and stuff. So that's the way to do it. Yeah, but it's so much harder. Do you ever have that thing where like you get a lyric, it comes to mind, and you have to write it down there and then? Do you know how many times I've pulled over the car?
Have you actually?
To go and write this? Yeah, because normally a lot of my songs will come from that one lyric. I'll write that one lyric, I'll go home and then I'll just write the whole verse or the whole song based off of that one lyric.
Starting point.
Yeah, literally. But like if I hear that lyric in my head, I can't let it go. It's like I will just forget it and it'll be gone. And sometimes it's the best lyric in the world. Yeah. In my head at the time, it's the best lyric. In my world, it's the best lyric in the world. But sometimes there's some lyrics that are like, that's not as good as the other one I thought. The other day, I let that one fly, and then it will kick me later when I'm like, damn it, I could have used that lyric.
Just write it down anyways.
Yeah, it's true. If something comes to mind, just get it down on paper. Keep the idea somewhere. You never know when you're gonna need it.
We're gonna have a live performance from you.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to do first?
I think we can start with Time. Time came out before the other one. I think for me, Time is like a song basically representing my growth person, where I was in life and how I decided to move forward and like the final steps I'm trying to take to just keep going and be consistent and push forward. So, yeah.
Okay. This is Time by MOBI.
What is this?
Yeah. MOBI. I just made it through a difficult time. I got burnt, sizzled and fried. Tried to jump, reach for the sky, but a sweet one, yeah, she saved my life. I really can't lie, my mental health in the bin. Don't wanna fall in, surrounded by sin, I'm alive. Got one more try, man, it weren't my time. Life is like a test that you didn't study for, man. You gotta wing it. If I'm at the table, it's unstable still. Grab my paddle and ping it. I'm across the board and it's black on white on top. True say I just king it. Like Ivan Tony, my skin red and white on fire, trying to extinguish. True say, man, I lost some melanin. I'm telling them the story is relevant, better than who. I rap too much, so they say that my voice is hoarse. Still on these anti-Ds, I need some real help, not syrup or medicine. Take care of my dogs, I'm a veterinarian. Just made it through a difficult time. I got bubble burnt, sizzled and fried. Tried to jump, reach for the sky, but a sweet one, yeah, she saved my life. I really can't lie, my mental health in a bin. Don't wanna fall in, surrounded by sin, I'm alive. Got one more try, man, it weren't my. I just made it through a difficult time. I got bubble burnt, sizzled and fried. Tried to jump, reach for the sky, but a sweet one, yeah, she saved my life. I really can't lie, my mental health in a bin. Don't wanna fall in, surrounded by sin, I'm alive. Got one more try, man, it weren't my. We all go through pain. My trauma I share on beats. If it weren't for the stew, I'd be slicing my blood everywhere. I'm going insane. NHS hate hearing my name in the middle of the field. I'm trying to ingrain. Cover my face, I'm shy Bruce Wayne. Why they asking questions? Speak my truth, don't come in my mentions for attention. I'm in my own lane. Got one direction like Zayn. Have you ever tried using one hand to get changed and you fall on your face? Stuck on this spinning rock. I gotta work hard, no excuses today. I just made it through a difficult time. I got bubba burnt, sizzled and fried. Tried to jump, reach for the sky, but a sweet one, yeah, she saved my life. I really can't lie, my mental health in the bin. Don't want to fall into around the bus and I'm alive. Got one more try and it weren't my. I just made it through a difficult time. I got bubba burnt, sizzled and fried. Tried to jump, reach for the sky, but a sweet one, yeah, she saved my life. I really can't lie, my mental health in the bin. Don't want to fall into around the bus and I'm alive. Got one more try and it weren't my time. Thank you.
What a way to start. Such a powerful song.
I appreciate that. Is the calmest I've ever rapped that song.
Yeah, I know, because I've seen your content. Yeah, he's normally jumping on the stage. When I mean jumping. That was like
I love how you were like, jump in.
That was like a lo-fi stripped back version.
Yeah.
Like for the studio kind of vibe.
Yeah, it was nice.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
One more time for MOBI. We're going to treat it like it's a live performance.
Thank you so
live
much,
show.
guys.
Feel free to take a seat.
Yeah,
and we're
yeah,
going to
I'd love to. Thank you.
welcome Molly to the mic. Woo!
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. So I met Molly a few months ago now at Crossword. And this is what I love about it. Like, I just meet artists and I'm going to find out a bit more about you. So outside of what I know you for, mainly the kind of poetry and the song that you did with Bridge, collaboration piece at the event that I met Molly at, what else wouldn't I know about you that I would find interesting, or other people would find interesting, or that you find interesting about you?
That's a very good question. To pick apart what I find interesting about myself. But yeah, well, as you said, the first things, which are maybe the basic things, but that I find interesting, that poet, and also have started venturing a little bit into song. Yes. It is rap, but I would like one day to, maybe sing on something as well. And yeah, it's a really new adventure for me at the moment. I'm currently training to become an Ayurveda specialist, which I'm finding incredibly interesting. So Ayurveda is a traditional ancient medicine from India. So I've recently been doing a yoga training, and it's kind of linked up with that as well.
Nice. What kind of led you to the point of wanting to go down?
I suppose my first encounter with that kind of world of plant medicine and natural healing was when I went to Peru in 2018. I went to Peru, and when I got there, first I was doing a TEFL out there actually and teaching English, but I ended up living with some people that were studying to become shamans and a few practitioners of various plant medicines like Cambo and San Pedro, and I started to learn a lot from them, do ceremonies with them, do a lot of farming with them as well, for a lot of the plants, and that really piqued my interest in that world of ancient traditional plant medicines. Then from there I went on to spend a lot of time living in Colombia and in Mexico as well, where I spent a lot of time myself training with different shamans and different people doing different kinds of ceremonious practices, and again farming the plants. So I've kind of explored very firsthand that realm of things in South America and in the Andes, and so I really wanted to dive into the other side of where a lot of traditional ancient medicine comes from in the Himalayas. So I suppose another mountain range.
That's amazing.
I'm always attracted to mountains. I just realised that's an element of it as well.
I was talking about my love for mountains before this. That's incredible. Would you say your poetry has been kind of inspired? Does that tie into this work and this interest of yours?
Oh, absolutely. So I've always written poetry from when I was a child. I have very creative parents. We did a lot of creative things growing up, and it just became my thing. But I actually stopped writing for a really long time when I was like a late teenager, early 20s. I was going through, or I was in a really abusive relationship, and it just took me away from myself in so many ways. And it wasn't until I went to Peru in 2018 that I started writing every day again and writing poems again. And actually it was one of those women that was training there to become a shaman that really helped me open up to then share my poetry again. So yes, it's part of the theme that I'm interested in writing about as well, but it's also so much of my journey to to sharing my poetry that it permeates every poem, even if it's not about it.
Yeah. It's amazing who we surround ourselves around. Really, we either bring out the parts of ourselves that we've either boxed away for so long, or enhance it again, or pick it back. I don't know. It's just we're so influenced by the people that we choose to surround ourselves around.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, like one situation of people I was surrounding myself with, to put it lightly, was taking me away from myself completely, and the other completely filled me back up with myself. So you've hit the nail on the head.
No, it's a beautiful thing. It's really, I don't think we realise just how detrimental these decisions are about who we surround ourselves around and the environments in which it is.
Absolutely, and it's our spiritual diet at the end of the day.
Yeah, yes, so true. Spiritual diet, love that. Mum and I have been talking about mental hygiene before bed as well, like not being on your phone as much, and it's all that kind of just being very aware of what we're doing at certain times. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so moving on, we have Mobi. Back to the mic, everyone. Let's go. Kel's talks a lot about mental health in his music and is very like open in his lyrics about mental health. And I think it's just, especially for men as well. I know for women and people in general, but I think, of course, the stigma with men talking about their mental health. He's a real advocate for being open about it through music.
That's genuinely amazing because there's not enough of us, so there needs to be more.
It's true, it's true. And likewise to you, you're such an advocate for talking about mental health, and you know, you're really inspiring with the pop-ups you do. I've been looking at them like on the street, and it's so that's the way to really encompass sort of really groundwork just with passers-by, and just you know, you don't know anything about them, they don't know anything about you, but you're just talking about something that most people can relate to, so instantly kind of binds you in some way. Yeah,
you've got it's hard because a lot of people aren't really that comfortable talking about it, especially in public. So like you get like 1,000 no's before you get one yes. But that one yes is always such an amazing story. And like we met a lot of people that they just said just having a conversation with us like really helped them get through the rest of their day and just look at things a little bit more differently. So and that's all we were trying to do, is just raise a little bit of awareness, and the awareness we raise will help somebody else raise a little bit more awareness. So and it's hopefully a snowball effect. So
100%. I actually think it's interesting, the 1,000 no's before the one yes. It'd be interesting for you to capture those no's, but I know the interactions.
That's a lot of editing. That's a lot of editing.
I know you're on the lookout for someone else on the team to help you with editing content. So so let me not add more to the load. Shout out if anyone, I don't know.
If there are any editors available, I'm trying to take some of the load off of my hands this year because I did a lot of editing last year. So if you can edit short forms, long forms, any forms, to be honest with you,
just help them out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, little side one. So moving on, we have another song from you. I was singing it on the way up here. Active. It's really it's such a catchy song.
Oh my gosh, it's
it really is.
A lot of people have described it as my gym song. That's what they've described it as.
Is this the song stands for?
No, Jim.
Oh, Jim. I thought you said GM. Sorry.
What, General Motors?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm so used to like creators and like artists using like acronyms and people in general that I just assume that when I hear like one letter, there's an acronym of something longer in there. Like a bigger
fair
meaning.
enough. So Active.
It's a gym song.
It's a gym. Well, so basically, I won a competition online, and the competition was for studio time, and I won 6 hours, and I thought, oh great, do like 10 songs. I'll just do a whole tape in my head. But in my head, it's like I'll just go there prepared, and I'll just get everything knocked out. And when I got there, I sat down with their like consultancy team, so it was a label that I won it at, and they were like, oh, we're actually doing a tape. If we like the song, we'd like to put the song on the tape, basically. So I messed around in there for an hour, had a sit down, told them about my goals and stuff, and then they were like, okay, cool, so what do you kind of want to make? And I said, okay, cool, I think I want to go with this tempo, but like I want it to be unique. So I got into the booth, and it was like, what, are you gonna like rap with no beat? And I was like, no.
No.
I'm gonna beatbox. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I got this. So I started beatboxing, and it sounded trash, to be honest with you, at first. But then after about half an hour of layering like the sound effects, it sounded actually pretty good. And then he just layered a few more percussion instruments around the beat. So we just based the whole beat on my beatboxing, and then he just threw in a few more layers. I tried to do like a little like a trumpet sound, and that like is the whole way through the song, but like it doesn't really sound like a trumpet, but it's still there. So
wait, is this in the final song?
Yeah, the whole song. You're yeah, literally.
I'm gonna hear it so differently now.
So yeah, like I just wanted to make something that was slightly different. That wasn't just like, oh, I just pick a beat, I make a song. I just wanted to emulate like how much work I was doing at the time, because I was like putting in a ton of effort into like getting my releases out, making sure like my visuals looked good, helping as many other people as I could, creating better content, like investing in myself. I was just doing a ton of stuff. So I just wanted to emulate like how active I was being. And that's how Active basically came out as, I guess, the song name sort of thing. Then yeah, literally. And then I was like, I couldn't really think of anything to do to, I guess, promote the song that was active, more active than what I was kind of already doing. So the first,
you might just go with saying,
well, so what we did, right? So the first thing we did was we had a show in Ealing Broadway in the supermarket. I think it was in the shopping centre, in the centre of the shopping centre. We had a show, yeah. And after we went to the park to like have a drink. To
was this where I met you at the?
No. This was in literally Ealing Broadway in the shopping centre. So this was like maybe 3 or 4 weeks before that.
Right, okay.
And after that show, we went to the park, we had a drink, and we shot like, we had a bunch of our phones, and we basically shot like a 100-meter race. Like 3 people were racing, and then there's 3 people adjudicating, and there was 1 person with a whistle. And it was on your marks, get set, go, 3 angles. And it was incredible. And then we turned out we lost the footage because somebody like lost their phone. So like, yeah. And that was going to be like a really good part of like the Active campaign. I thought it'd be really good, but like, so I ran for nothing really. But it's fine.
I don't know. Everyone had an exercise.
Oh, do you know what? As far as everybody knows, I won the race. There's no footage. So after that, I wanted to go traveling for my birthday. And I thought, instead of me just like disappearing and going traveling, maybe I can incorporate my traveling into the campaign somehow. So I thought, okay, cool. What's like a good way to go traveling? And I'd never been like traveling. I'd just been to like loads of different countries. I've never been like going between countries. So my friend told me I could get this thing called, it's this like rail pass you can get. You know the rail pass that you can get? Yeah. So there's like there's a type of pass you can get, and it basically you can have it for like 30 days, a month, 60 days, however long you want, and you just click a button on the day you want to use it, and you can basically just get the train anywhere in Europe, pretty much. It's like as long as you got your passport on you. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna go traveling, and I'm just gonna get one of these passes. I looked online, and I managed to find like a little 30% discount code. I got this lovely, lovely train code for I think it was like 200 like euros or something for unlimited trains around Europe, right? And I just went, and I was just booking hostels as I went, filming everything, like literally filmed everything I did, all the food I ate, all the places I went to. I think in one spurt, I managed to do 7 cities and 7 countries in 7 days. And that's basically what I based the whole campaign on. I was like, this is how active I am. I just did 7 cities, 7 countries, 7 days. And then it was like, let's go. And then it just cuts to me like going to all the different spots and stuff. But obviously I went to more places, but that was the most active part of it, I would say. Yeah, so it was sick.
To the content is insane.
Yeah, it was, I feel like I should have got way more content out of
how much you
yeah, to be fair, I still got loads of like an archive. I got like 2 terabytes worth of content in the G drive. But like what I did from that video, I probably could have actually cut it up into like a mini series or something. So, but it's fine. I got a lot of content when I went to Japan, and that's the plan.
Yeah,
so,
I know, I've seen.
Oh, Japan was amazing.
Right.
But yeah, so I did that content to prove I was active, and I think it went really well, and hopefully the song kind of emulates that too. So yeah. Thank you, Millie. This one's called Active. Yo, look, I'm way too active. We're all healing from trauma, this is torture. Mental health is a mad thing. Sweet one still says I'm attractive. I'm just way too active, but I can't lose focus. I want to progress, the feds want me captive. I'm adaptive, man, I'm way too active. I got a sweet one saying I'm handsome. The D's you want me to handsome, but I got to focus, not my magnum. Had to warn her like Marilyn Manson. Somebody's beat from my mouth is a mad drum. It's like my lips having a tantrum. I come from a place to go get us. Work for your bread, you won't get hand on. Hold up, they never showed love. Burnt survivor, drowning in my own blood. I'm no diver, my face was oozing out the center like Krispy Kreme donut. Using a force like Mace or Yoda. I flip flows like Motorola. I flip flows like a hi-hat. I'm too active, please tell me who's colder. You can't leech on my work or you vulture. This for the culture, you're in over your head. Top to emerge, my name's in a folder. It's MOBI1 for a reason, you pleb. Used to compare myself to fries. I got burned, covered in red. Persistence and consistency. I've been doing too much to be snoozing in bed, so I'm way too active. We're all healing from trauma, this is torture. Mental health is a mad thing. Sweet one still says I'm attractive. I'm just way too active, but I can't lose focus. I want to progress, the feds want me captive. I'm adaptive, man, I'm way too active. Yeah, I was active. Yeah, I love this beat, man. I love this beat. I did. It's just sick. Thank you. So yeah, Yeah, I beatboxed that, and then we just layered it, and it's like, I don't know if you were able to hear that it didn't sound like a normal beat. It sounded a bit beatboxy.
Yeah, no, I definitely heard it in a different way. I love that.
You can't unhear it now, can
I
you?
can't. I love it. It's so catchy. I feel like it's so relatable as well.
Yeah.
The amount of people that keep active to either go towards a goal or run away from something, but different contexts, right? We all remain active in some
It's
way.
very, very true.
Round of applause for MOBI, everyone.
Thank you.
So moving swiftly on, we have a few minutes left anyway, so I'm going to invite Molly and MOBI back to the mic. Sorry, I know you both look really comfortable. So please do take this time. Molly, plug yourself, anything you know what, I would say, where can people find you, what's coming up for you, and what's one thing that you want to achieve? And that could be personal, career, it could be a state of being, doesn't have to be anything of a category.
Nice. Well, you can find me on Instagram at Molly Sapphire Poet. That's Sapphire with 2 P's in it, which is the normal spelling, but still feel the need to say. So yeah, at Molly Sapphire Poet on Instagram. What's coming up for me is a good question. To be honest, I'm kind of trying to sort out getting back into living in London. Like I said, getting back onto the scene. So the future is also quite unknown to me, even the very near future. But you can definitely catch me at all your favourite open mics that are coming up, in particular Crossword in a couple of weeks on the 19th, of course. You can also get my book. It's called Daydreaming and Stargazing. Just head over to my Instagram. It's 13 short poems on the miracles of being. And one thing I would like to achieve, that was your last question, I would really love to have my own creative space with studios for dance projects, drama projects, arts and crafts, yoga, poetry, all sorts, for all different people working in community engagement, really.
Yeah, amazing. And you, MOBI?
Don't know if I've got anything as exciting as that.
but we don't compare.
Okay, cool. So the first question was,
Where can people find you?
you can find me all socials pretty much, MOBI1, 2 anti, so it's MOBI1 and then 2 and then ANTI, and then on music platforms it's just MOBI1, MOBI1. The second question, I've got my hand in a lot of pies, and I'm trying to rein in the size of the pies at the moment, because the pies are quite big.
So we need it to be manageable.
Yeah, they need to be manageable, but I'm just trying to get to a point where I'm releasing music a bit more regularly. I'm trying to start some form of a podcast. Some form of a podcast, and then I've also started like a production house to some extent, like content house type thing.
Nice.
So yeah, that's been stressful.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's been stressful, but it's been fun. It's been really, really good fun. And one thing that I want to achieve is I'd like to create a self-help manga. So a manga, but the main point of it is to be able to get self-help from it based on the stories from my life. So
Amazing.
yeah.
That's incredible. And in one word, how do you feel after doing the show today? Molly first.
Yeah.
Rather euphoric, but at the same time
I knew it wasn't going to be
peaceful.
poets don't say things in one word. Just the way it goes.
So I'm going to quote Billy Elliot. Oh no.
Go on.
I feel empty and full at the same
Okay.
time, that feeling you have when you're dancing and you're
Yeah.
full of love and feeling and emotion, but also released and feel so peaceful. So thank you for giving that to me.
Pleasure.
For me, I'd probably say elated. For me, I feel like I'm leaving here way more wholesome than I came in. So
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. And on that, I feel happy. I've been Milli Rose, joined with Molly and MOBI, captured by Alicia Hoser and Hiran producing today's show. Thank you so much for listening. Over and out.
Woo!